Y'all, life is hectic. Summer's over, kids are going back to school, and you're wondering, what the heck am I going to do for dinner? Well, Hussey's here for you, and we're going to do three, no, not one, not two, three recipes. It's going to take 15 minutes or less. How about that? That's some pretty cool stuff. Cool beans, I might say. Enough with this talking. I'm about to make your life easier. Let's go, y'all. First recipe out the gate is a dinger. Pork chops with honey lime sauce. My old buddy Darren, he absolutely loves this recipe. When they go to the beach, they fix this recipe. So I'm gonna bring it to you, and if some of you guys been around a while, I did this a long time ago back at the other house. Gonna do things a little differently this time, y'all. We're gonna season these dudes up first. We're gonna use a little bit of our heifer dust. It might say heifer, beef, but it goes great on pork too, y'all. Flip it on the other side, season this side. Pork is seasoned, and that's all we do. Set this to the side because we got a little something else to show you. All right, now focus your attention right here now. This bowl. This bowl means a lot. This bowl is about the sauce. So we're gonna take 2 limes. You want about a 1/4 cup of limes, fresh limes. Come in here and squeeze this sucker out there. Get those forearms right there. Be like Popeye. We're gonna add some honey. Good amount of honey. About a 1/4 cup of honey. A little bit of garlic. I like this garlic paste. If you're anti-garlic paste, use cloves of garlic, about 2 to 3 cloves. Also, pre-warm your griddle about a medium temperature because you want a nice sear on those chops. Last but not least, a little bit of soy sauce. About a tablespoon of soy sauce. Let's give that a good mix. Give it a little taste. That lime, that soy, that honey, so good. You can probably put that on a dang work boot and it'll probably taste good. All right, guys, super fast. This is gonna go so simple. It's probably under 15 minutes, just to be honest with you. We're gonna add a little bit of oil to our griddle. This is just an avocado olive oil blend. A lot of people say, how do you get this blend, Hussey? Well, I'll be honest with you. I buy it like this. I never really say, but I buy it. I'll put a link down below. It's from the California Olive Company. They make it avocado olive oil blend. That's just what I'm liking these days. So our griddle, it's got a little bit of wisp of smoke. That is perfect. We're just gonna take each one of our pork chops. We're gonna lay those onto the griddle. Maggie girl, what are you doing over there? You can't be laying down on the job. This dang dog, I put the camera on her and she goes and lays down. Any other time she'll be right up under me or under Jacob. Oh, jackleg dog. So we're gonna let those go for about 2 to 3 minutes, guys. We're gonna flip them 2 to 3 minutes, and then it's gonna be sauce time. These are easy. I cannot stress that enough. Easy. All right, after about 2 to 3 minutes, flip these chops over. They got nice color to them. All right, guys, so it's been about 2 minutes. These chops are not completely done yet. I'm gonna cut the griddle all the way off, okay? It was on about a medium high, and we're gonna prepare for our honey lime sauce. Get them all grouped together, just all one family. Now, we got our beautiful sauce, and we're just gonna come and pour that right over. There we go. We're gonna flip those over. We just wanna basically baste in this sauce. The sugars and that honey's just gonna react. We got a little bit more. Let's bring some more in here. I see my old buddy Darren. I see him right now just licking his chops, wanting these things. Look at that. Jacob, what do you think about that? That looks good, don't it? It's really good. Woohoo! Let's get these chops off, y'all. They've been cooking long enough. Boy, this looks beautiful. We want to make sure our presentation's on point because you know about them Andersons. They're gonna come talk trash about it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what did I tell you? These recipes are gonna be super easy. You're gonna be putting food on the table lickety split. But we're not done with this yet because we gotta bougie this up a little bit. We're gonna do a little chives, okay? You know the Andersons, they're gonna come over and they're gonna say, ooh, those chives look good, Hussey. Tell you what, you put these on here, the Smiths, them suckers gonna be jelly. They're gonna say, man, I wanna go over there to the Husseys. They put chives on their pork chops. Boys and girls, pork chops with honey lime sauce is done. What you waiting on? She's waiting on some of these groceries. Hey, these pork chops, they're done. Let's give these suckers a try. Boy, that thing right there, it's got my name written all over it. Let's slice this thing. Here we go. I like this middle one right here. Look at this right here. Woo! Nice, juicy pork chop. I mean, what's there not to like? I'm going in for another one. This time I'm dunking it in this juice right here. Look at that pork chop gravy right there. Uh-huh. That's what I'm talking about. Let's sop that up with a biscuit. Maggie, what you think, girl? Huh? Do you like the pork chop? Yeah? Good girl. Y'all stay tuned. Recipe number 2 coming right at you. Y'all, recipe number 2 is gonna be lit. Your kids are gonna love you. They're gonna think you're some kind of griddle pimp. I call this garlic bread pizza burgers. Woo, that's a lot. That's a lot to spell out. Garlic bread pizza burger. I did it that time. So we're gonna get 4 3-ounce hamburger balls going here. And this is just 80-20 ground chuck. And the star of the show here is, this is just regular old frozen garlic bread. And we're gonna use that as our bread. So I got 8 pieces of this. Just pulled it out of the freezer. Won't take long to thaw out here. It's about 200 degrees out. All right, guys, let's get started. We want to first get a little bit of oil down over here. On the side, you could do oil, you could do butter, but the garlic bread, I'm gonna put the garlic bread over here, and it already has, you know, some butter on it. So now we're gonna put some pepperoni. We did say this is a pizza burger, so we're gonna put some pepperoni. After a couple minutes, just give your pepperonis a little bit of a toss here. I think they're good. We're just gonna put them over here along the wall. Now we're gonna get our burgers down. We're not gonna do smash burgers. We're not gonna go down really far, really thin, but we are gonna smash them a little bit. For our seasoning of choice, a little bit of heifer dust here. Now, just take your smasher. If you go a complete smash burger, it's gonna be way over your piece of bread. Yeah, something just like that right there. Perfect. After a couple minutes, let's flip our bread over. Woo-wee. Boy, that's looking good. That's looking real good. All right, now we're gonna flip our burgers over. Perfect, perfect. That's gonna go great. All right, now that our burgers are flipped, that's gonna be our top. We'll lay some pepperoni down, 2 to 3 per. I'll come here with some provolone cheese. I'll take a little bit of jarred marinara. This is just Rayo's marinara sauce. I'll lay that on each one of these. We're gonna take mozzarella. Lay over top of that. It's gonna be cheesy, like your old boy Hussey here. Now, we got our bread. It's not quite all done on that side, which is what we want. We don't want our bread really, really toasty, okay? Now I'm just gonna take each one of these, right there, right there. Now, let's take the tops, just like that. Look at that right there, boys. Garlic bread pizza burgers. That's pretty dang good looking stuff right there, y'all. Let's go over to the cutting board. Boy, look at these burgers. Let's give this a try, y'all. Dang it, boy. Oh man, that crispy pepperoni, that's so good. Cheese is good, that marinara. I think even your pickiest eaters, they're gonna love this for sure. All right, y'all, hey, the next one is gonna be a ringer. You're gonna love it, your whole family's gonna love it. People that don't even like you or your family are gonna love it. Let's go, y'all. Hey, last but not least, you're gonna sit down for this one. I have not seen this done on a Blackstone griddle thus yet. We're gonna be the first ones. We're talking about beef stroganoff. We're gonna do it with ground beef though, so instead of like a chuck roast or something like that, we're doing it with ground beef. Makes it so simple. My family loves this recipe. Let's get started. So there's just a little bit of prep here, y'all. We're gonna take 1 onion here. I'm gonna use half of this onion, and we're just gonna make a nice fine dice on this and have it just look just something like this right here. Now, mushrooms, optional. I like a little bit of mushrooms. My family, they can kind of do without the mushrooms, but I do like to put just a few in there. So those will wither down quite a bit, and I'll just take my knife and just do a rough chop on these. Once you get your prep of your vegetables done, we're gonna get them onto the griddle. I like to put my mushrooms onto a unoiled surface. They have a lot of moisture. I like to get some of that moisture out before I introduce any kind of oil. For our onions, they're gonna have a little bit of oil. I've been wanting to do this stroganoff dish on the Blackstone for quite some time. I mean, I fixed this on the regular weekday in the house in a pan. I thought, why not the Blackstone? So we just want to get our veg, we want to get it down, and we just want to get it sweated. We want to get some flavor out of it. I'm actually going to put the onions over here, mushrooms over here, because we're going to put the ground beef right in the middle. We're going to use about a pound of ground beef. This is a little bit more, so about right there. I tell you what, my family, I think, likes the ground beef stroganoff probably better than any other type. Everybody gets a little bit of that action on that griddle. I mean, even I want a little bit of that action. Let's talk about some seasoning, y'all. We're gonna do a little heifer dust. You're probably thinking, Hussey, where can I get this heifer dust? Well, I know somebody. I can hook you up. Go holler at your boy here. There'll be a link down below. Go check it out. It's really good on a lot of things. So before we get into it, while this is going, I want to talk about the noodles. These are wide egg noodles, and what I did previously, I did it this morning. I just followed the back of the box or the bag and cooked the egg noodles just like that, and then put them in a baggie. Just simple as that. Now it's ready for the griddle and to finish it up. Ground beef, looking oh so good. You see how those mushrooms are just kind of sweating out all the moisture that they have in it? That's what you want before you introduce it into any kind of butter, oil, whatever. Even salt. Salt will bring it out too. And now that our ground beef is good to go, I mean, it's got a little bit of pink, but that's okay. It's still going to continue cooking. And you do want to try to break up these big pieces with your spatula just here and there. I think now, guys, I mean, we could put our mushrooms and our onions right into the party. Everybody in there like one big old pool. Give this a toss. I like to use this as cooking white wine. Kind of helps deglaze the bottom. About a 1/4 cup of that. That helps bring a little bit of flavor too, as well as I like a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. And so I don't have any beef broth, so I'm using this beef powder. I use this beef powder all the time. That is looking phenomenal. Now, our noodles. I think the whole thing will be all right. Yummy, yummy, yummy. You want to mix those noodles in with that ground beef, your onions, and your mushrooms. I say that's pretty dang good. That's good right there. Last but not least, I'm gonna do about a 1/4 cup of sour cream. Mix that in. Still a little dry on you, just add a little bit of water. Remember, you got that beef powder. I know some people's probably saying, you know, you're not using beef stock. That's okay. The beef powder can be used as beef stock with water. After giving this about a mix for about a minute or so, I'd say we got some beef stroganoff. It's ready. Let's get it on our plate. Anderson's gonna be over a little bit later. They're gonna be like, you made beef stroganoff on the Blackstone? Like, heck yeah, Jeff. We don't play. Woo! Look at that right there. Let's go to the cutting board, y'all. We're not done yet, y'all. We're not done yet. I told you who's coming over. We gotta make this bougie. We got some chives here. Check this out. Look at this bougie stuff right here. This is right here. Ooh, doggies. There we go. Beef stroganoff on the Blackstone griddle. Let's give it a try. Put a little bit on our plate right here. All right, you ready? Are you ready? Beefy, creamy, oh so good. I'll tell you what, I can eat a lot of that. I can eat a lot of that. Y'all, these dishes all took under 15 minutes. I would probably say like 14.25, just to be quite honest. We would have had the rest of these dishes here at the end to try, but we ate it all. Jacob, the UPS guy, and the mowing crew that stopped by too. So, hey, we fed a lot of people today. I guarantee you will crush weekdays adding these 3 items in your rotation. Hey, check out this video right here or right here. I guarantee it'll make you a griddle pimp too.